Okay, we're going to play a very interesting game. We're going to ask each other one question each. And this game is called Who's to Blame?
Like, I have so many conversations with founders saying that, Acha, so if I spend 10 lakh rupees a month on media, what sales can you guarantee? The moment this word happens in a BD conversation, my brain is, if there is guarantee on offer, all business should be going only to the agencies which give a guarantee. Why else should business go to anyone else? That's clearly not happening. You made a film. In today's currency, views and shares are the metrics of content. Whatever you had estimated that number to be, that number has not happened. Who's to blame?
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of this living room.
This very living room.
Yeah, we've been shooting in this living room. We need to shoot in other places.
Yeah, we have that plan, by the way. Huh? We have to.
Yeah.
There's a
Goa.
Come. You guys come.
Not Blue Tokai. What's it called?
Jesus, Blue Kite.
Blue Kite. Fucking Blue Tokai.
Yeah, and for a minute I also got confused. Yeah, Blue Kite.
Blue Kite. This has not been sponsored by Blue Kite.
Very good places to stay in Goa.
Yeah. Must check it out. We normally just stay in Blue Kite properties. If you're going to Goa, please check out Blue Kite. Okay, we're going to play a very interesting game. We're going to ask each other one question each. And this game is called
Who's to blame?
Who's to Blame? So here's how the game works.
Okay.
The rules of the game
R.
are as follows. I'm going to ask you a question with a hypothetical scenario, but very real.
Yeah.
Up your alley with regards to what you do for a living.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you who's to blame for this, for a fuck up that can potentially happen. And then you'll ask me a question.
Okay.
Okay? You have 15 minutes to answer your question. I have 15 minutes to answer my question.
If my answer is shorter, then we will find another question.
Okay.
It's unlikely to be the case. Usually I don't have short answers, but we'll go there.
Okay, let's start. Who's to blame? I'm going to ask you a question first.
Okay.
You run a performance marketing agency. This is not a question. This is a fact. It's a statement.
Thanks. It's called 367.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, a client has engaged you, and this client has products that sell on their own platform and on Amazon.
Perfect.
A client has come to you,
Like most of our clients.
Yeah. A client has come to you and said that we need to run performance marketing campaigns to boost sales.
Yes.
Real scenario.
Very real.
You've run campaigns, you've done the best that you could possibly do. And how long does it take? 1 month, 2 months to know that sales hasn't happened?
No, sales will happen, more or less is the question. But yeah, you'll know. Let's assume it's been 2 months.
2 months. So let's assume that you, in an earlier case, that you with the same things intact, you've sold 100, and in this particular case, you've only sold 10.
Oh, that dramatic, huh?
Yeah. Okay, let's make it 20. How does it matter?
That dramatic, huh? Very unlike. Okay, anyway, go on.
Okay. Anyway, sales haven't met the expectation of either you or the client. Let's put it like that. Let's not put a number, let's put it like that.
Okay.
Expectation was here.
Understand.
You haven't met expectation. Who's to blame? You're to blame?
Absolutely. Okay. And
Shocked that you would say that.
no, why? See, if an agency is getting engaged to deliver on something to which they agree to.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, now the long-winded answer will start. So the short answer of this is I am to blame.
Okay.
But there are multiple nuances to this.
Yeah.
Right? Now, performance marketing is essentially an estimation of future revenue based on your understanding of the past of the brand, the plans that you put together, and the execution of those plans, right? It's a probabilistic estimation saying that we think if we spend 100 rupees next month, we are going to be able to generate 200 rupees of sale. Okay. Now, the first part of this is what was the plan? Okay. How convinced were we on the plan? Right. Now, there are times when we will go back to a brand saying that, hey, we forecast that your sales for the next 3 months are going to be 100, 110, 120. Okay. Let's suppose that is the number that we project. That number has to be something that I have full conviction in the first place, right?
Do you ever overpromise?
No,
Never.
never. As a practice,
Do other agencies overpromise?
yes, many.
Okay.
Uh,
What do you have to gain by that?
get the business.
Yeah, but then they'll quickly lose the business.
Yeah, which is fine, and hence retention is very low in our industry. Average retention is about 3 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but separate issue. But I have to be fully convinced in the plan because I've made it, right? Like I'm representative of the overall agency right now. So I have to bring the best intellectual capital, my best ability to make that decision on what that plan is going to be, what that number delivery is going to be, what the spend is going to be, what other steps do I need to take, right? Let's say the brand aligns to that plan. That's scenario one. Next, the brand comes and says that, hey, listen, I'm chasing a goal in the next 3 months, and you've said 100, 110, 120, which is 330, but I have to hit 500, right? No matter what, and give it the best shot. Okay. Then you understand that business reality and you say, okay, we'll get as close to 500 as possible, and then you arrive somewhere in the middle, right? With the best intent, you lay out a plan. Okay, so that's the first part of this. Your conviction, well-made plan, your agency responsibility completely. Okay. Mandates are different, right? Now, suppose I have the full mandate, which is saying I'm responsible for creating the landing page. So essentially, performance marketing at the base operates at 3 levels, right? Media buying, creative, landing pages. That's largely where it operates, right? All the craft and the science is in one of these 3. So I have the media buying mandate, I have the landing page creating mandate, and I have the creative mandate. I have all of these 3, right? Now, if I have all of these 3, I have full control.
Is that mostly the case with you?
No. So we have mixed mandates. So for 50% of the brands, we have the creative mandate. For 50% of the brands, we have only the media buying mandate. Creative given by the brand.
In which case the problem could lie with the creative.
I'm not going there yet. Right?
Okay,
It possibly could. And no, the problem could lie with the creative even when I make it.
Right? Correct. Yeah.
So I'm saying the levers that I have is the media buying lever. I have a lever of the creative. I have a lever of CRO, right? Landing pages, conversion rate optimization, blah, blah, blah. Now, number one, again, have I gone in detail and created a plan which addresses all these 3 levers in detail? I have an action plan associated with it, and have I implemented it, right? Let's say I've done all of it, and forget who's doing it. Let's say the client was supposed to give me creatives. I've told him how many creatives, when, what. Good quality creatives have come. All of that has happened. So this is a check, right? Planning is a check. All the steps are a check, right? What is next? Product.
Buying. Product. Okay.
You come to product, right? Do you have a differentiated product, right? Are you pricing it right? Are there offers running? Has there been a new launch in the category which has caused a shift within your category, right? So internal factors about product, product and pricing, stock availability, what you wanted to sell you have in stock, all of that, right?
Yeah.
So it's a complicated piece, right? It's not very linear like that, right? There are misses which happen at all of these things, right? There are so many things where the ball can drop in your entire performance marketing process.
It seems to be a very well orchestrated show.
It has to be. The other thing which we haven't got into is retention marketing, right? Like if you run a brand which is in a category where there is repeat buying behavior, how well is your retention engine working, right? Now, 100 orders if the combination usually is 80 are new consumers and 20 are repeats every month,
You're burning.
forget the maths, right? Let's assume that the plan is written in a way that 80 have to be new and 20 have to be repeats, right? Is this 20 repeat happening? Because what needs to be done to get those 20 repeats is different from what needs to be done to get those 80, right? So the orchestration of this entire piece is complex. There are multiple teams involved. Now, I have not added another layer of complexity on top of this at the moment yet, which is dependence of the other brand initiatives as a rub-off to performance, right? Now, let's say in the previous quarter, you ran 3 massive influencer campaigns, right? You got high quality, high reach influencers and they delivered awesome content for you, which got you a lot of engagement, reach, blah, 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 right? This quarter, it's not ceteris paribus, right? And even if you are willing to put in the money, right? Saying that I spent 15 lakhs on content creators last month, 5 lakhs each, 3 last quarter. This quarter again, I'm spending 15 lakhs. But the content which comes out doesn't click like what clicked last quarter, right? Because that variable is still there, right? So that.
So how are you taking the blame then?
No, but so while what I'm taking the blame for is that if in any of the pipes which I told you, if there is a miss at my end, right? If my creative is not delivering CTRs which are benchmarked to what were there in the past, right? If my conversion rates on landing pages are dropping from what used to be there, what is there in the past or what is written in plan, that's my responsibility, right? Consumer not willing to buy your product despite the best effort is again something I can't control. Having said that, if 100 people have bought it in the past and today we are expecting 120 to buy, it's not going to suddenly turn into saying, oh, now 0 will buy.
Correct.
Right? So there is some proof, right? What you call some sort of proof of concept, some PMF is there saying that people are buying this product. Right? So you can't even make that assumption. Now, how many, at what number, at what price point your market starts dropping is a separate conversation, right? So for example, if you sell sunscreen, which is priced at 2,000 rupees, you'll start reaching a curve where you don't get enough more incremental consumers versus when you're selling sunscreen at 500 versus when you're selling sunscreen at 300, right? Lot more people will buy a 300 rupee sunscreen versus a 2,000 rupee sunscreen. So when that curve hits, when you start getting diminishing returns, all that aside, right? My responsibility is to ensure that number one, when I put in the plan, I knew of all these constraints, right? I knew that you are selling a 2,000 rupee sunscreen and there are only like 1 lakh people in the country who will afford to buy a 2,000 rupee sunscreen, right? That's put on paper. I understand all this. I know what creatives are needed. My creatives are delivering on benchmarks against which I have planned for. My landing pages are converting. I'm saying despite, so number one, me and an agency or any other agency will screw up on various parts of this, right? Planning might go amiss. You might make certain presumptions in plans or execution, which might not give you what you want. Creative might not deliver. Landing pages, you make certain assumptions, or even if you look at data, right? So you can actually get like data on who's seeing what on your landing page through tools like Microsoft Clarity, etc. And you made changes based on that. Right? Despite everything going well, numbers might not happen. Okay, but that doesn't absolve you from the checklist. My responsibility as an agency founder is to ensure that my team is delivering on the checklist. Okay, and I'll tell you the root cause of this problem. Okay, the root cause is that anything that we do is based on correlational information and not causal information. I don't have causality for anything. I don't have that feedback loop of causality. So what data do I get? Ad 1 shown to consumer, 10 orders received. Ad 2 shown to consumer, 5 orders received. What about ad 1? Clicked. What about ad 2? Did not click. When I made the ad, both 1 and 2, I went in with this thing that, oh, I'm making the right ad.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, over time, even when you do pattern recognition, all that pattern recognition is all correlational in nature, by the way, right? None of it is causal. Because there's no primary consumer work which is happening, right? There's nobody going and asking, saying, hey, you saw the ad, you didn't buy, why? Which is what classical research does, right? So that causality layer is missing. So the causality is replaced by hypothesis testing, right? You're saying that, hey, these are my 5 theses.
I think this ad didn't work
Because reason 1, 2, 3, let me try fixing all of them. One will work, one will not work, one will work. And here now you've got into this loop of one problem, 3 possible solutions.
Correct.
Multiple variables. So it's an estimate in any way, right? And multiple variables are in play at the same time and you're estimating stuff.
You're overshooting your time, huh?
Oh, 15 minutes are done, huh? Yeah, but I'm saying that, okay, coming back to the short answer of this, the accountability of the agency largely is to deliver on, number 1, make robust plans, right? Like write things down in detail, which are your best estimate of getting the number delivered, and then do a good job at it, right? But also have the humility to know that you are not going to be responsible for everything happening. And the brand also has to appreciate saying that, hey, listen, we believed in those plans, we agreed with those plans.
So everyone should take ownership.
It's a larger ownership in the performance marketing space, right? As in because the variables are so many. I think that's the problem is, like I have so many conversations with founders saying that, Acha, so if I spend 10 lakh rupees a month on media, what sales can you guarantee? The moment this word happens in a BD conversation where a founder says that what sale can you guarantee, my brain is no working with brand X, right? It's not that I'm shying away from guarantee, right? And it's just the mindset, right? And it's just the understanding of what it takes, right?
Yeah.
Because hey, there are 10 agencies who give a guarantee. So all brands.
How do they give a guarantee?
No, I can give a guarantee. हाँ, मैं guarantee करता हूँ जी, हो जाएगा. Guarantee तो ऐसे ही होता है ना, और क्या है? So if there are agencies who are giving a guarantee, which is the case, because where is this word coming from? That the founder has also spoken to 5 guys where somebody has mentioned कि हम sales guarantee करते हैं आपको, right? If there is guarantee on offer, all business should be going only to the agencies which give a guarantee, right? Why else should business go to anyone else? That's clearly not happening, right? And if there are agencies which can guarantee businesses, all brands which are launched should be working with them and all of them should have scaled by now.
Yeah.
Which is also not happening. So if you don't understand what it takes and what are the failure points of a brand scaling, it becomes very difficult for me to have a meaningful conversation as an agency with you.
No, that's fair.
So the long-winded answer to a short question to who's to blame?
It's you. You're to blame.
I'm to blame. Yeah. Coming back to you. A very similar question, right? You made a film for a brand. Okay. Got a brief, made a film, and in today's currency, views and shares, right, are the metrics of content, right? As in, if you're getting more shares and if you're getting more organic views, that's supposed to be
organic. Okay.
Organic, because paid तो क्या है? Paid तो फिर आप कुछ भी कर लोगे ना. So that is the metric, right? And whatever you had estimated that number to be, that number has not happened. Who's to blame?
No, say it properly.
How?
Who's to blame?
So who's to blame?
Me. Fully me. And this has happened in the past. I'm to blame completely because I have a lot of experience in working on brand films. So I should better fucking know what I'm doing. Firstly, I should know, right? I charge a bomb to write a film and then go on with production houses to make that happen. There's a reason I charge that fee is because I'm very good at what I do. So, but with that being very good at what I do, I'm also opening myself up to sometimes failing, right? And this has happened very recently, in fact, where I was briefed on a project, and so there were two. Had two scripts in mind. One I knew was a massy film, right? It was a very massy film. The second one was an intelligent, beautiful story-led, beautifully art-directed film, which had never been done on that category. Never. Right? So I should have gone with the first direction. I went with the second direction because I wanted to challenge the category. I thought that
You should have gone massy, but you went art.
I went art.
Okay.
The reason I went art was because I felt that in that category, no one had seen content like that. And so I thought people would, because of that, people would click on it.
I can kind of guess which film you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I thought because people had never seen a film like that within that category, people would click on it and the film would be fucking massive. And there was a celebrity associated with that film as well. But I've worked on films which have far smaller budgets than that, which have done much better than this film. And this is completely on. There is nobody else who I can share responsibility with on this. Like the
So
production house.
No, I have follow-up questions on this. Okay, so I have follow-up questions on the first part of what you said. So the difference in creative and our line of business is the following, right? In my head, that 90% of, okay, so let's not put it as 90%, right? Let's say that 60-70% of creative bombs.
What are you basing this statistic?
Yeah. So look at, by the way, okay, so link test, right? When you test for films, the link metric is also like that. As in, link benchmarks are so high that 60-70% of films don't clear. In fact, the number is higher if I remember correctly. 80% of films which go into link don't clear link. Okay, so that's the metric. 80% of concepts which are sent into link for testing don't clear testing. Okay, so that failure happens. On top of that, after link, suppose you get 2-3 winners, and you put it in consumer testing. If you put 3, 1 wins, 2 fail, right? Even further, round 2. So essentially, out of 10 films that have got written, 8 have failed here, 2 have failed with consumer, 1 is finally getting made, right? So from what is written, a bunch of shit has failed. What has got made, right? And then finally, let's say in the Indian advertising landscape, 100 films have been produced this year. What is your
Yeah, but hang on. With that link, I have a huge umbrage with that, by the way. I've been a part of link and consumer research as well on films. On GSK, which was your brand.
No, you were not on this portfolio, no? You were on Sensodyne.
Correct. But GSK.
Yeah, fair.
All of that has happened and the film has still bombed.
Which is what I'm saying. My next point was this. Okay. My next point was, even if you have a link cleared concept which you make a film for, that also fails. Like, so out of the 100 films, so let's say I was coming to that, in the Indian advertising universe, if 100 films are produced, right, in a year, let's assume all of them are link cleared, okay, because multinational large companies will do link before film. So let's say all of them are link cleared. Out of that also 60-70% are shit. Right?
Yeah, okay.
So on what basis are you saying that no, all films do well? They don't do well. Like imagine 100.
When did I say all films do well?
That's what you started with, na? Saying that, oh, I charge because I know I do great work. I charge a lot of money, so I am supposed to.
No, I'm basing it on the films that I have done and I've seen results on those films.
Arey Baba, but you can't get every film right yourself also. Like not all of your films have done well, na? In your life, you've said you did 70-80 films.
Yeah.
You're saying all the films have done well.
Yeah, barring the one GSK film, barring that film, all the other films have done well, yeah.
By what estimate? As in the brand has come
by either views or more recently by sales, because those films that I've done recently after Voice Company were also performance led.
Ladies and gentlemen, our man here is beating the odds. Please don't hire anybody else. Get all films made by him. We have him right here.
No, but the films that I now make are performance led.
Okay. No, and they've all done well. As in,
they've all done
in your career, out of 80, you're saying 80% of your films have succeeded.
They have done well.
Okay, perfect.
Right, so
you are an outlier, by the way.
I understand that virality is not something that you can program. right? No, if anyone says that here I have a viral idea,
So
you know
my,
that
by the
person
way,
is
my
bullshitting.
metric for film success was not virality to begin with. Like when I was making the larger point, it was saying it was delivering on business requirement.
Yeah, but certain films are not performance. That's what I'm saying. So
No, not in performance. It's a mainline ad ना पहले सर्फ का जो दाग अच्छे ad जो बना था वो performance नहीं था.
No, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about recent digital YouTube films, which are not performance led, right? This particular one that I'm talking about is performance led, and was performance led, and it bombed.
No, but then okay, so you chose RT instead of Masi.
Yeah. No, there was a reason I chose RT. I thought in my head, that it would work. It was a wrong.
No, okay, so let's bring. So वो both delivering on brief.
Absolutely.
So whatever the brief was, both routes were delivering on.
It
brief.
was an executional difference.
But they were
it was the same story.
But they were on brief, both of them.
Yeah, it was the exact same story.
So then
it's just that the execution was different. The dialogue, the voiceover, everything was same.
Yeah. Then it's then you are to blame. As in, if you to blame meaning you took a judgment call, which was a wrong judgment call.
Correct. It was.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could have said that the production house is to blame, but no. How can it be blamed? I work with this production house.
Production house, unless they mess up something, usually is not to blame.
No, not at all. They didn't mess up
usually
anything.
they are not to blame.
Because the PPM at the PPM stage, what the set design is going to be, what the costumes, everything, I had a say on.
Yeah.
I've approved everything.
Yeah, production houses, unless like if they technically mess up, very low probability that they get the blame. They usually shouldn't.
Correct. You're absolutely right.
Director possibly can.
But director is part of the production house.
Correct. So I'm saying director possibly can, because if the vision of creative versus what got shot, so what got aligned in PPM versus the output, if that's not in sync.
No, that very rarely happens.
I've seen that happen, man. I've seen reshoots happen.
But that happens only when the creative director who's written the film or whoever's thought of the film is either not there on set or hasn't had enough conversations with what is there in their mind. That happens.
Whatever, but I've seen like aligned PPM versus output, and the production house, the director has agreed, saying that yes, you are right when you said this in PPM versus the film final output is not the same. That happens, but I think that's potentially one. But I wonder, have you ever? You must have, but what is your take on a brief that you're not aligned to? Like you know that this brief has a problem. It's not right. There's something.
I push back on the brief.
No, but then if the brand comes back and says that this is the brief, we have thought it through, we have done it. हमें यही चाहिए. मतलब ये इसी पे delivery चाहिए हमें.
I've never worked on a project like that.
No.
Never.
Yeah, but I think because largely a lot of times you kind of hear back from creators saying brief खराब था. Brief में दम नहीं था.
I've been fortunate to work with very nice people. I mean, who have, again, comes down to respect anyway, where we've had enough and more conversations before the film is made. There are enough and more conversation that's happening on the brand. What is the objective? What are we hoping to do with this film? It's not just a film, right? I've been briefed on a film and I've gone and told someone that, hey, listen, you don't need a film at all. Yeah. Even though that's detrimental to me making money. Sometimes a client thinks that they want a film, but it's
not needed.
Yeah. What you actually needed was a sticker. Right? Now, those conversations have happened. But yeah, I mean, it's never happened that, no, this is what we want, now make a film. I've never had that scenario ever in my life. And I hope I never do. Because I for sure know that my heart is not going to be in creating that.
Yeah, but I hear that a lot. Like over the years, I've heard that a lot, where the brief alignment.
But this happens with other stuff, not with films. It's happened with me in other pieces of advertising. Like writing, like doing a website, for example, or doing a launch campaign, which is minus film, but all the other collaterals. That's happened with me.
You don't vibe with their understanding of the consumer.
No, I know. Inherently, I know that their plan, their strategy is a wrong strategy.
Yeah.
Right? Now, so as a person who understands strategy, I will push back. I will push back once, I will push back twice, I'll try to make them understand. But if they don't understand. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I'm making money on this. I'll do it.
yeah. Cool. Good.
But this is a good game. We should play this game again.
Haan.
With the next round that we do, we'll think of.
But you know what we should do? We should have questions which don't have long-winded answers.
That's very difficult to do, especially with you. You are incapable of
Yeah,
speaking in short sentences.
Yeah, I
Also,
know.
like short answers.
I know. That's a problem. Has always been.
Yeah. You must train yourself.
Verbosity is a permanent feature.
I could just shut you up. I could physically come and just shut you up.
I'll slap you back.
Why?
Yeah.
Fuck, man, homophobe.
Why homophobe? I'll just slap you back because you're shutting me up.
Okay, bye. Like, share,
Oh, bye.
subscribe.
Podcast over.